All right. This is not gonna be a long video. Okay. I thought Lara won the fight. I thought it was pretty clear that he won. Okay. I know some people were saying that the fight was really close, or the scorecard should have been really close, or whatever. I thought Lara had a comfortable lead throughout the fight. Okay. That's just. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm being honest here. Uh, I thought he won. I thought Lara didn't dominate the fight. It's just that I thought he was edging each round. Okay, he was doing enough to edge each round. I thought Martirosyan, was doing what he could do, um, being, bringing the pressure and going well, landing well at the body and everything. But just like in the Canelo fight, I just thought that he just did not do enough to beat Lara. Okay, one thing that I see a lot of people saying now is Lara and his more, willingness to stay in the pocket now and not run. Okay, I've noticed this since the Canelo fight when he fought Ishe Smith. Okay, when he fought Delvin, when he fought Zavik. I noticed in those fights that he was more willing to stay in the pocket. Okay, not use his legs as much. All right, and even in this fight, okay, up into the sixth round, Lara was pretty much staying in the pocket with Vanes Martirosyan. I think starting in the seventh round, he started going a little bit more like the Lara we seen in the Canelo fight. Not as bad, but was using his legs a lot more. I'll take Lara's landing consistently with the left, the straight left, and over Vanes Martirosyan landing a body shot here and there. And I'll take Lara for the win. I think more like 8-4, and I think that's the way the fight went. Um, doesn't really do nothing. Really doesn't prove anything for either fighter at this point. At least they had the rematch. There was a draw. It was controversial. I know some people probably like Vanes and his pressure. Lara doesn't have a lot of fans. Okay, so I understand if people thought Martirosyan, I thought the fight was a little bit closer. Then fine. As far as the low blows, I don't think it was bad enough to the ref to take a point. He gave him one warning. I thought the first low blow was a little bit more clear. I thought the second one was a little bit debatable. It was like right on the belt or whatever, but it wasn't that. I don't think he needed to take a point. Maybe one more, but it wasn't really that much of a big of a deal. I think Lara did enough to win. I don't think it was a biased card or anything like that. I thought Lara won the fight, okay? But I understand people don't like to see him fight. But for the first six rounds, Lara stood in front of him and boxed with him, okay? For the most part, okay? Now, moving further, the only fight, as far as 154, we know the Charlo twin fights are not going to happen, okay? I want to see Erislandy Lara fight Demetrius Andre, okay? When I talk about this division, most people will say that either Lara's the best or Andre the best. One of those two. Okay. If we're not including Canelo because he's not fighting at 154, he's fighting in his own division. Most people would say either Andre or Lara. Okay. And we need to see that fight. All right. These guys been doing talking over the years. These guys fought in the amateurs. It's time already. Like, if Andre is to beat Willie Nelson, please let's get this Lara fight because it's long awaited. Enough is enough. These guys need to fight. I believe Andre's fight is on Showtime against Willie Nelson. So, it's not a network thing. Both fighters, especially Andre, he's been fighting on HBO and Showtime throughout his career. I know there's a little bad blood with Al Heyman because of the Charlo fight didn't happen and Andre didn't take that fight. But if Andre do not fight one of the Charlos, if he beats Willie Nelson, set the fight up between him and Lara. Enough is enough. We want to see that fight. We want to see who's the best. Whoever wins that fight is the best at 154. No debating, okay? So anyway, I'm gonna do one more video where I discuss the whole division as a whole. Whatever points I didn't bring up in these fight reviews, I'm gonna bring up. But Lara stayed in the pocket, and I feel like he's been doing that since the Canelo fight. I know people are taking notice to it now, but I've been noticed that Lara hasn't done so much movement. People are getting tired of it. I'm sure he's heard the criticism. He got a draw from. It's funny because in a Paul Williams fight, he was fighting harder than any other fight that we've seen from him, and they gave him the loss. He got robbed in that fight. But he's starting to stay in the pocket a little longer. I think in the second half he moved a lot more, but for the most part he stayed in the pocket or whatever and picked up the W. All right. So anyway, all right, I'm done with this video. I'm gonna make one more, bring up some last few points to 154, and we'll move on from there. All right. Peace.